Good morning, everyone. Whenever you're watching this, this is a lovely morning of the first day of Navratri. That is 9 days and 9 phases of the goddess. I'm named after one of the goddess that comes on the phase that's on the 6th day of the 9-day festival. So I'm going to be using the Moonology deck. The moon is considered the divine feminine celestial object closest to planet Earth. Let's see what instructions, information do we have. The moon is, and the divine feminine is the source, very obviously, the source of creativity. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. We had a new moon just yesterday. I'm so sorry. Throat chakra block. Obviously, people don't want me to speak because creativity requires you to step outside, make your own decisions, be individual, be a fully formed individual, willing to take the risk. And okay, so luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius, Pisces and Sagittarius. Interesting. Water and fire sign. One, obviously, water will cut out fire. Of course, it will. And let's see what it is. People were just following instructions. At least see if it is creative or destructive. If it is going to be harmful to anyone in any way, shape, or form, it's not going to end well for you in a sense, like you've gone against this energy. And everybody's gathering around at this all these people gathering around at this festival without even knowing. Meditate and contemplate. If you meditate and contemplate, let the answers come to you instead of going around in a group and thinking, oh, okay, what is the more popular choice? Luck is going to be on your side if you meditate and contemplate. Sit in one place and contemplate. I mean, the group will automatically gather together if there's divine instructions and not just monkey business. Like, you know, monkeys are trained. Eventually, there'll be one weak link and the entire setup is going to be destroyed. So, hermit mode, everyone, hermit mode, hermitage. The story of the goddess in Indian mythology, she did go into meditation and contemplation for this period of time, so that she was gifted with the strength and weapon arsenal of all of the gods. Okay, she sat and meditated and contemplated to face the demons, and destroy and kill them. So please, if you are going to partake in any sort of festival, social gathering, remember that you're assisting creativity. A time to give rather than take. New moon and Virgo. This seems to be the main energy. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. What was that? Gemini and Virgo. All right. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, finally. Okay, so the full moon, because Virgo's done, Gemini's, I mean, we're not going to have Gemini for a very long time. I'm just trying to see the time frame, if there is anything. Release the negativity. So this means that you might actually have to release a set of people who have gathered together, or you can stack together, categorize together as having a negative influence on you because of peer pressure, or you wanted to fit in or something of that sort. It's time to give rather than to take. The answers you need are coming. So maybe you need to give attention, is what I'm saying. Pay attention, give attention to something than to expect attention at this moment. Okay, let's go from the top. Emotions are running high. Yeah. When creativity starts surfacing, you know, when the divine feminine energy starts rising, or gets to work, okay, when it's like, first thing will come up is for you to process your emotions, right? Process your emotions. Where are they stemming from? One by one, especially to release negativity. First, negativity will start coming in, and this sort of clearing that I see is happening at the moment right now. So nothing is yet set in stone. True. Something about construction. You probably might be involved in constructing something new, or this is a complete new plan. It's been restructuring, redevelopment, whether it is actual brick and mortar for you people. It's a brand new plan. It's a new plan. Full moon are when you start with a clean slate. No. A full moon is when you start letting go of the original plans. A full moon, so it's a dwindling, and you get to a clean slate. So at this full moon, this next full moon, it's going to be about plans completely changing, because nothing has been decided upon yet. Balance spirituality and practicality. Okay, so what is practical at the moment? I think the practicality aspect has been taken care of. It's about the spirituality. Like for practical conveniences, if you're doing something for practical conveniences because something you've always done and you're used to, and I mean, there is like a system of working and things like that, so it's practical. You don't have to learn anything new. Well, this tunnel, these 9 nights up to the 10th night, which is victory of, oh yeah, that night, that day is going to be phenomenal, like it is every year. After the 9 nights of the phases of the divine feminine, on the 10th night, it's the victory of light over darkness. Not only does the divine goddess, supreme goddess, meditating on all her different forms, all her different phases, including the one that is the divine masculine form in a female body, Shiva in Shiva's physical form represented as the female, as the divine goddess Durga. So the one with the third eye here, upright, okay, upright, not sideways. So your commitment is being tested. Well, this is an easy one. If you've stuck around for so long, you might, a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So it was yesterday, a new romantic cycle has begun. Like I said, the commitment is very easy. You're committed to your partner, whether you're or with your divine counterpart, whether you're with them or not. Whatever it is, you have to understand that your person, your divine counterpart, is committed to you. No matter what you feel right now, emotions are running high. The reason for that is completely separate to whatever is going on in your divine counterpart-ship, okay? And a new romantic cycle has begun. And you're getting closer and closer and closer towards your 3D material life, reflecting your spiritual life, like balance practicality with spirituality. So start putting things on this side of spirituality. Actually start checking the boxes. Are you doing the activities? Like I'm reading tarot. I'm trying to bring about some sort of clarity as to what is going on. When emotions are high, they're not from the plane or the dimension of the mind where things can be processed. This has to be felt, and we don't like feeling certain things that we don't know the original source of. We don't know why we feel a certain way about a certain thing. When something feels healthy, a connection, especially when it feels healthy, right, for practical purposes, we know that this is going to work out with this such and such person because they have this sort of experience, etc., blah blah blah. But then you have this nagging feeling. I want to see the tree. I'm sorry, like the reason why I switched to this side of the room was because I wanted you all to be able to see the tree. This one. Okay. So for all practical intents and purpose, like, you know, certain people in your life or certain things in your life, like it could be even the foods that we consume, the clothes that we wear, you know, all of that might be good for us. Practically convenient. It might be convenient, and convenience has practical purpose in that. But what if the person's energy is toxic for you? Whatever they are involved in life is outright dangerous for you. Are you recognizing the spiritual aspects of things? Clothes that you're wearing possibly are made out of material which is unsuitable, right, to us. Or the foods that we're eating have a very high proportion of things that are poisonous to us. If we actually check in with our soul first, right, you know, instead of, okay, body needs something to eat, you're putting it in, but your soul will sort of cringe at certain relationships, at certain people, at certain places, because it's trying to tell you that this is unhealthy, even though it seems like nothing really matters. It's not relevant. Everything is it's the theory of relativity. Everything is relevant, okay? So your emotions are relevant. Somebody I might be feeling like a lot of emotions that have not surfaced for a long time, possibly over a year or a decade, like you've not allowed yourself to process those emotions, and that is the reason why they're coming up. And this is also a spiritual, there is a spiritual reason for it. Like your soul is trying to communicate to you through your emotions. So you will go through those set of emotions one by one, and then realize what it is. And I think you will be ready, you are ready, you were made ready at the new moon yesterday, which was the 14th of October. I think it was the new moon. Was it the new moon? I don't know. Okay. So in this cycle, in the Libra period, whenever the new moon was, at that moment you were made ready. And then you have this new set of emotions, okay? New set of emotions. Everything was dumped in the past. So you have this newfound understanding because of your emotions, because you're seeing these set of emotions that were never presented to you so far, because a lot of clearing had to happen. So you need to give attention to whatever you can attach those new emotions to. And this is because we at the bottom of the deck we have a new romantic cycle begins. It's directed towards this particular person in your life, okay? Haven't had the chance to do that so far. Let me see any other, what was this? Emotions are high, and okay, emotions are running high. What was this? Answers. Lots of downloads. Please expect a lot of downloads. These are going to be about how you can create a perfect happily ever after, okay? So very, very crucial. And these are going to be stored inside of you as emotions, see, okay, Libra and Gemini are air signs, okay? So there is some method or system that you are going to come up with within this 9-day period, where we celebrate the goddess, all the 9 avatars or phases of the goddess. And that's why I'm using the Moonology deck, right? Oracle cards. So you're going to come up with, you're going to be able to come up with a system of how to work with your emotions and your thoughts and feelings. So how do you take instructions up here in your mind from your heart space? This is duality, this is singularity, and which polarity you put it in, right? Negative or positive, alignment. You cannot misplace it. Something that is good for you just because of the fear programming. Oh, and by the way, yeah, the fear programmings just got cleared out, okay, like at the new moon. That's why a new programming cycle has begun. So all of the fear programming that they might be with someone else, or them thinking that you're with someone else, that is what is coming up. I have a very strong feeling like divine counterparts, the only fear programming that is capable at this stage of the soul's journey, if you've reached divine counterpart-ship, even if you've begun on the recognition of there is something known as soulmates, like everybody, like including your pets, including these birds that we know nothing about, creatures that come crawling up here, like, even the people who are bad towards us, like the ones that we say who are heavily weighed down by a lot of unresolved negativity, that is karma, like bad karma. So they act out of that energy, the filter out of that energy, even though they might want to do very good for you. They're just acting out of that unresolved negativity. This could come from a past lifetime. This could be issues of a present lifetime, but they don't have that ability to basically resolve karma. The soul has relied too much upon the mind, and the mind has become the primary I wanted to say ruler, the primary guidance system. They never worked on this worked on thoughts and feelings working together. So this is a feeling that I'm having towards this set of people, okay? And these are good feelings I get towards these people, so I put it in the positive side, you know, on the positive polarity. And these are negative feelings that I am getting, and I put it in negative polarity. It's just like this is when the thoughts and feelings are communicating, the mind and the heart are communicating. You're able to at least categorize your emotions. Okay, there's a reason why the mind is what it is. Its duality is so that you are able to be, so that you can actually bifurcate, you can actually simplify it into good or bad, negative, positive. You can do that, but you don't have to hold on to it. Okay, you have to be able, once you're able to categorize, you have to be able to release that, so that you're not holding on to your mind and creating a ego persona which is going to come out. As it is, we have a lot of people who are only interacting with us, especially the divine collective, only able to interact with us through some sort of twisted, botched up ego persona. It's not even real, it's a lie. Like, you know, it's coming out of dark and dangerous fears that possibly not even theirs. Okay, so we're just interacting with like fake persons and fake persons and fake person. Okay, so that got cleared out of the programming as well. Okay, at the new moon, from the tunnel, from the full moon to the new moon, we kind of shed that layer, and it has to be done individually. It can't be done collectively. This is a individual responsibility. Everybody has to take up that responsibility. So you've been paying attention. You have to give attention to this process that is happening collectively. Okay, contribute to the spirituality, the spiritual needs for yourself as well as a collective, possibly a smaller unit like your family or people who are close to you, who work with you, your soul tribe. So if you're on that place where you have just begun recognizing, and it's undeniable for you, it's in your face, about soulmates. That is the starting point. When you're understanding, people are given, you will first be given a set of a karmic soul, people who are extremely heavily ridden with unable, who have lost the capacity to release their karma, right? And then you slowly and gradually move on to people who have extreme, who are on the twin flame journey, or who function only in one polarity, either the feminine polarity or the masculine polarity, right? And then that is called a split soul. First you meet the hive, you meet the entire hive of the karmic souls. Soulmate, if you're in the portion of the soulmate journey, it is inevitable that it is something about karma. Okay, it's definitely going to be something about karma. So you need to give attention to this, and resolve it for yourself, and resolve it and dissolve it. Okay, because at the full moon you'll start packing in on things that are relevant for you. So you need to give attention to the spiritual calling that you are getting. It's time to release the negativity. So at the next full moon, it is going to be in Scorpio season. So at the next full moon, you are going to have to start beginning to release the negativity, all the fear programming with the divine counterpart. The time when you reach, that is the last stage of your spiritual lessons journey. First you get the karmics, then you actually get the twin flames. Oh my god, that's a very, very tough period. And the twin flame journey is it's like right in the middle, 3 stages, right? Soulmates, twin flames, divine counterparts. Even in the soulmate journey, you get that where you are with the karmics first, and then the soul family, and then you reach the divine counterpart-ship, and then even then with the twin flames as well, you're with the hive first, then you're with the split souls, and then you're with the monads, right? Energetically speaking, up until the point you meet your actual divine counterpart, where it's instant recognition. You can meet your divine counterpart at any stage, but once you recognize and acknowledge that you have a divine counterpart here, the physical incarnations have met, and it's in alignment. Your age, your ability to communicate with each other, to ability to reach each other, the confidence during the physical separation, okay, all of that, during the no contact, all of that basically are recognition points for all intents and purposes that this person is your divine counterpart, right? So once you have that instant soul recognition, you have to know that that is the last stage that you're going to reach. If you are still stuck dealing with the karmic connection, the karmic soulmates, make use of this, the new moon energy, the full moon energy that is coming up, okay, in the future, whenever you're watching this, whenever it's coming up next, please make use of it and release the karmic ties. There is something negative. Negative means it's something destructive that is keeping you all connected with this karmic, okay? It's not good for them, it's not good for you, because they are the ways have separated. So you give them that release. It's time to give them that release. Do not expect to get it from them, okay? They're already so heavy with fear and insecurity that they're unable to give any sort of clear, basic logical understanding to themselves, is what I'm getting. Far be it from them actually coming up with the ability to give you a confession. If it is a confession, yes, the word confession has been coming up for a couple of days, so yes, this person might be able to, you might have, if you all are lucky, if you all are the very, very few, very rare situations, and I don't see this happening, because rare in this matter does not mean that, you know, it's intended divinely. It's just like, because this energy is going to be released during the full moon, you might get a set of confessions, and then now that I've said it, suddenly at the full moon, everybody's going to start getting a set of confessions from their karmics who have been really holding on to them. We are supposed to release it. If you do it energetically, if you don't want to talk to them, if you don't want to meet with them, if you don't want to have that energy exchange physically, mentally, or spiritually, physically or mentally, that is exactly why balance practicality with spirituality. energetic information. I release you, disappear, disappear, disappear. And once you release the karmic energy, that's what it is. It's just, it's an illusion. It's a figment of somebody's a sick mind's imagination, right? Sick with fear, addled with fear and insecurity, or the 7 sins, whatever that those are: greed, lust, gluttony, sloth, envy, pride. All of those sins, vanity, all of those put together have created, having functioned only due to these instincts that lead us to packing too much information in all of these negative categories. These souls have so much unresolved in all of that. They haven't abstained. They haven't abstained from any of it. Okay, they haven't actually taken a break. They have continued to feed into the fear monster, and that has created this entity, this ego entity, karmic entity. Karma comes in and you are able to resolve it. That is the way to divinity. Okay. Otherwise, the mind gets sick with the fear programming, and that's all it can do. It can only function in a negativity. A negativity is not going to help you in creating anything. If the negativity is the only thing that you can do, if your mind can do, it's creating a beast that you're projecting out on the world, a sick mind. So definitely telepathically, mentally disconnect with them. Don't, it's like, keep it to yes or no if you have to talk to them, right? It's like, give them what they want, because you remember, you are talking to a imaginary fear monster. It's completely imaginary. It's got no energy, and if you feed it energy, it's got energy. If you cut it out, if you completely cut it out, it's going to dissolve, because you're feeding it with some sort of resistance, with some sort of, if we are going to feed it with negativity like anger, right, it's going to go away. Please do not believe that fact, like, give it love. 33, as I said that, yes, love is the answer to everything, but do not feed it. If you give it any sort of energy, it is going to grow. Okay, so release the negativity. There is a reason why you feel like giving love or any sort of energy to this negative entity, because there is a window, there is a pocket of that similar resonant negativity within you, not in the heart, in the mind. Is because for survival you have had to actually not survival, but to be able to understand what can hurt you in this physical dimension, right? You have had to absorb some sort of fear programming, a portion which is useful, the positive aspects of the fear programming of this imaginary beast, of this illusion, right? You have had to absorb. But now the molds turn into a gigantic mountain, Everest size, with some people, and that is not your fight, that is not your challenge. Climbing Mount Everest doesn't have to be the ultimate challenge for everybody. You can take a helicopter ride around it and be like, wow, lovely, it looks amazing from the top. You can be one of those people. Because if you do not have any karma to shred, you don't, if you've already lived in a state of balance, that is why you get this, a new romantic cycle begins as easily. It's because you've already done that climb, possibly, and learned to keep a balance, a karmic balance, or whatever you've done, you've been able to resolve it. It's a gift. You've mastered it. You've not only have experience in it, you've achieved you're accomplished in that process of balancing out karma. Okay, balancing out the negative and the positive polarity, whatever way you want to look at it. Right. So you've reached that stage. The only fear that is there is that it's self-doubt. If there is instant recognition, your mind is going to remind you of all of these connections in your life, especially the karmics that are still, hanging or lingering around here, ready like to leech on, so to you, they're going to be like, oh, remember the time when he or she also felt like, soul recognition. And then you've reached that in the divine counterpart-ship, you have reached that point where you say like, no, like this is so different. There are stages in this where the no's are going to be like, no, like, there are going to be people coming in and telling you, the last time, blah, 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 this is it, no, look at me because I've got this thing, who are they, the divine counterpart, this thing, that thing. They're going to come, there's going to be opposition, the karmic energy, whether it's housed, whether one person has actually turned karmic, or there's generally that energy of karma, unresolved karma lingering around, right? All of that, it just gets heightened and activated because it's like it's first of all born out of the imagination of a sick mind, of sick minds. That energies come up of this mental energy has come out of sick minds, mental illness. And it's criminal. It I don't know how, but it's reached insanely distorted, exponential criminal proportion. I think it's like the last flicker before the entire flame goes off. Like the karma on the karma, and it's reached insane proportions. I can't explain it, right? So give it away. Give those away. Release the negativity. Release doubting that this person is for you or they're with somebody else. If you reach that portion of the twin flame journey where you are in union, you have accepted both the polarities, the negative and positive polarities of you, and been able to sustain it for at least 21 days, you're sorted. You're not going to be able to you're not going to have to resist this in any way, shape or form. It's going to get so much easier. So this time that cycle is going to feel very, very easy. I know that a lot of you will be directed to this video. Nothing is yet set in stone, okay? So if you have any fears about what is going to happen with the material world reality, it will get renovated, it'll get refurbished, it'll get redeveloped, and for it to last another 100 years, to outlive you, so that you don't have to really worry. and new things are going to come in. New things are going to come in. Your commitment is being tested. So keep going forward, keep moving forward on your journey with confidence of your knowing. Let's see what we have with the fairy tale Lenormand Oracle cards. Please, like, let's get a couple of, let's get a few of these and see what's up. In our meditation and contemplation, this is the first reading of the 9-day period. Fairies, please tell us what we need to know from you. Any guidance from the fairy realm? Yes. Queen of Cups. Queen of Hearts. That is the stork. Beautiful energy, very much in alignment. 17th of, yeah, okay. So patience up until the 17th. Something is going to happen on the 17th. Please be careful. 10, a number 10 card, 10, it starts from 10 to the 17th. That is 1 week period. So like I said, the 21-day period, it started on the 10th. You get through the first week of being like soul recognition people. If you've been like soul recognition people, this is my person, back off. You've told yourself to release the negativity when it comes to this. You will get some signs and synchronicities through yourself, like, you know, that you've done it. King of Hearts, King and Queen of Cups here, King and Queen of Hearts here. 21st till the 21st, so 10 to the 21st. We have 4 and 5. We have a tree. So yeah, you are 36. 6 of Wands, victory over death. Okay, so the dark night of the soul is ending in this 21-day period. So 7 days have already crossed in the next 2 weeks. So on the full moon, the next upcoming full moon, officially the dark night of the soul ends and the creative period begins. Although very best, this is going to be a 36-year period of creativity and enhancement. So whatever had to leave your life has already left. So if you're afraid of loss, or if you've had to give more than take, right? That is going to end. That is going to end, and there's going to be a 36-year period beginning where you are going to gain. You're going to gain quite a bit. Okay, you might as well start getting used to it, because the moon, from the new moon to the full moon, the moon gains, the Divine Feminine gains information of how to create that abundance, that continued flow of abundance. Okay, dark night of the soul officially ends. It officially ends. Yeah, 36 years. The of a dark night of the soul officially ends. So this is what I have for you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.